Mike at it. You know, when he talked about patience, it reminded me in the book, I think it's on 163, it talks about to duplicate with such backing what we have accomplished here is only a matter of willingness, patience, and labor. And those three words are very important in that statement because they reflect me back to several different parts of the steps where it talked about I got to be willing to move in a positive direction. But willingness alone doesn't get it, because I can't tell you how many times I've been willing to do something, and then when it came to the doing, all of a sudden my willingness was gone. So willingness in a very real sense is an action word, and I guess that's why he added labor on the end of it. A word that from my observation, addicts are very averse to. Labor is a four-letter word to us from my observation. You know, it reminds me, patience reminds me of when I was a kid, and it lets me know I had an addictive personality since I was a kid, because there was these stickers I used to collect when I was a kid. I was 4 or 5 years old, and maybe everybody who's that young has stickers. When I was doing it, it was Wacky Pack stickers. I won't even go into what they are, but they were made fun of different brand names of things, like instead of Tide washing detergent, it'd be Toad, and it'd have a picture of a frog or something. It could have been football cards for you, but I can tell you all the cards, all the things like that. At the bottom left, there was like 55 of 200. There was a set of them things, okay? And I was absolutely obsessed on having the entire set. I'd go buy as many packs of them things, and each one had 4 or 5 cards and a piece of bubble gum. And I was absolutely obsessed with getting the whole set. And then I look back on it and I remember, because it happened over and over and over. As soon as I would get the full set, I'd lay them out. I'd almost be high over it, I guess. I'd lay them all out and I'd have the whole set and I'd stack them perfectly. And then I'd put a rubber band around them, and all of a sudden I wasn't okay. I was on to the next set. And I was so impatient to get that full set, and now I look back and, man, I should have enjoyed getting that set a little more, because now there ain't no more sets of cards. And life is a little more complicated than a stack of Wacky Pack stickers. So, I reflect back when I was a newcomer, when I think about patience and collecting things. I wanted to collect all 12 steps and be that guy in the meeting that had 20 years. So I started just simply copying what they said. And copying what people say. Who's got time don't make you have time. There's a vital piece that has to be in the middle, which is the labor, in me actually doing it, in me actually having something underneath the words I'm saying. It's about enjoying the journey. I guess we all have patience, unless we're willing to take a gun and blow our brains out. We all have patience. It can just be more comfortable for some of us than others. Because I'm going to be here enduring whatever or enjoying whatever. And I'm not trying to talk from some spiritual hilltop. I am saying that I remember when I traded my Wacky Pack stickers in for college degrees and going to law school, and I can't wait to take the bar exam. And it was 6 months of studying every single fucking day. And now I miss that studying so bad because there's no more bar exam because I passed it. I look back on some of the things that I so easily wished away. And I wish I had have tried to enjoy it as I was going. When I think about working the steps, it's not a full collection of things. I think I should be careful about wanting to get the full set of steps, because my propensity is, I got the full set. Let me put a rubber band around it. I'm done. I think here that's something you don't want to do. Here I never graduate. When I was thinking about patience, I wanted to share about something that my mind went to. It's go into any lengths. And I've worked with a few people in my journey here, and I've heard a lot more people talk about it, and I've felt what I have felt about it. And I remember when I used to hear them say going to any lengths. I wanted to work all 12 steps off the pamphlet in detox, which is what I did, by the way. I had them all worked. I was ready to go. And people think that going to any lengths means I'm supposed to do everything humanly possible, or for 10 humans, which is what we want to do everything. And somehow that means I'm going to any lengths. But I want to share with the newcomers that, and this is what I share with people that I've worked with, if you're doing what's been put in front of you to do by your sponsor for this little piece of the steps that you're currently on, and you are currently working on the task put in front of you in the time frame that's been agreed upon, then you are going to any lengths. See, you don't have to do it all. If you are doing what's put, now if you're not doing shit, that's on you. You'll pay the price. I'll be sitting right here. But if you are doing what's put in front of you, then you are going to any lengths. And that's got to be comforting. Because the last thing you want is to collect all 12 steps, because you know what's going to happen. I know what's going to happen. I've been sitting around here long enough to know exactly what happens when folks get their whole set. You know, the little postponements and the little things that don't go the way I want them to go. And that's happened. Quick quotes around it. Everybody has their own. But I tell you, recovery is about trying to look for the lesson when it doesn't go the way I thought I wanted it. Otherwise, I kick my own ass for the rest of my life. I'm tired of kicking my ass. I look back on, and I'm not going back to school. If you're in school, enjoy it while it lasts. Don't wish it away. If you're working the steps, enjoy it while it lasts. Because the chances is when you get to full set, you're gone. So you better hope you don't. It's somewhere along the line, if it takes it long enough for you, you may realize this is worth doing for a lifetime. And another part of the book talks about, I must be patient with constant improvement. And the key word there is constant. And I need to be consistent. And the only way I can get that is continue to come to meetings on a daily basis, continuing to do this way of life in whatever form it takes on a daily basis. And things tend to work out better than if I don't. Now I'm the guy that's sitting here with a little bit of time, and I wonder, what can I say to somebody that's got no time to try to encourage them, to try to get them to enjoy the life that I feel like in a lot of ways, I'm not 22 like when I got here, and now I'm old and girls are saying sir, and I'm like, holy shit, who the fuck are you talking to with that? And I feel like I've wished away my life. It's starting to set in on me, and it's like startling and jarring. I hope something I've said's encouraged you. Don't try to do it all at once. Enjoy it. But please do it. Please put labor in the equation. Please try not to wish everything away, because as soon as you get it, it wasn't as important as you thought it was. I should have enjoyed so many things more. Many of you are too young to even comprehend what I'm trying to say. Because you're not 50 like I just turned. But I've been here for a long time. And I sure would like to see more people make it than I see people make it. I'll pass.